What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Quote of the day. How did you know you would win the fight? I didn't. I just knew I was going to fight. The Catalyst. Song of the day. Time by Annie is Okay. The reason I love questions is because they will take you wherever you want to go. I never mind someone asking me a question. I mind if they don't listen to the answer, but that's another subject for another day. But the reason I appreciate questions, even when it's something that I really believe in, that I'm 100% confident in, is because it forces me to explain my logic. It forces me to explain exactly what the statement that I just said, to quantify what I just put out into the universe. So I welcome questions just like I welcome challenges. And I was having a conversation with a friend, and we were talking about his situation. Honestly, he's going through something, and he's almost on the other side of it. And this is a situation where it has a lot riding on this battle. There's a lot riding on it. His future will be tremendously affected on the outcome of this struggle that he is in. And I gave him knowledge and I gave him advice, and he said, "Is it all right if I ask you something?" And I said, "Of course, brother, go ahead." So he starts to bring up a time in my life where he knew me, and I was going through similar circumstances, where my back was against the wall, where there was a lot riding on this situation. The outcome was dire, right? I started to smile, and I said, "Yeah, I remember that." And I said, I'm thankful for that opportunity. It made me stronger, and it made me realize how much power I actually had. He proceeded to then ask me, "How did you know that you were going to be victorious?" And I stopped and I thought about it for a second. And I told him this. I said, "I'm going to be honest with you because you're coming to me for honesty. I could sit here and lie and say I look to my past and I saw my past achievements and the strength that I displayed in the past, and that's what gave me strength to go forward. I could lie to you and say that my higher power gave me faith that he was going to carry me through and that I was going to be okay. But those would be lies. The truth of the matter is, going into that battle at that time, I didn't know if I was going to be victorious. I just knew that I was going to fight. I knew that I wanted to be. I knew what I wanted the outcome to be. Sometimes that's enough. Sometimes that's all you need. I'm not saying that every battle you go into willing to fight, you're going to come out smelling like roses. I'm not saying that every battle you go into, you're going to win, and you don't have to go back and seek the rematch to get what you want. But I know if you don't go in with that mentality, I know what it looks like. I know what the outcome I know what the outcome's going to be if you don't go into that fight willing to fight. I know what the outcome's going to be if you aren't willing to say, "I'm going to face and shape my future. I'm going to be the one who controls my destiny. I'm going to be the one who shapes my fate." I know what that looks like. I know what it looks like when you decide to lay down, when you decide to quit. Losing is 10 times the man than never showing up. Losing is 100 times the man than "I'm not good enough, so I'll just forfeit." A loss is something to learn from. But going into a fight without the mentality of fighting, without the mentality that I'm going to claw, I'm going to do everything in my power to persevere, we know how that looks on the other side. At the end of the day, we have to have the courage and the power and the strength to say, starting today, starting right now, starting in this moment, I am going to start to be proactively shaping my future, my destiny, and my reality. I'm not going to leave it in my brother or my sister's hand. I'm not going to leave it up to my mother or my father. I, myself, am going to step out there on that stage and go after what it is that I want. And that doesn't mean that I'm confident that I'm going to win. That doesn't mean that I'm assured that I'm going to lose. What I do know is when the battle comes, when they're looking for a warrior, a gladiator, when they're looking for someone to step into that ring, I'll be there and I'll be ready to go after exactly what it is that I want. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Be kind to one another. Keep me in your prayers. I'll forever keep you in mind. Endure, believe, rise.